Coffee, cake, and camo would not be possible without the support of our awesome partners. Thank you, Geico Military and USAA, for being a force behind the forces.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Erica.
And welcome to Coffee, Cake, and Camo. Coffee, Cake, and Camo is a weekly podcast brought to you by the USO of Hampton Roads in Central Virginia.
Each week, we plan to explore a different military topic, from the haircut challenge you've seen on social media to PCSing and everything in between.
But before we get started, we want to take a second to thank some of our USOHRCV sponsors. Without their support, we could not bring you this podcast or work to fulfill the USO's mission. So today, a very special thank you to the incredible Geico and the wonderful USAA. Both are amazing institutions that truly support the military community and always have. And so we are so grateful to have them as a part of the USOHRCV family.
And in case any of our listeners are new to the USO, the mission of the USO is to strengthen America's military service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country throughout their service to the nation.
And we are going to kick things off today by quickly talking about something good that's happened to us recently. Maybe you finally this week decided to fold your laundry, or you learned to bake bread. We want to highlight the good that's happening. So Erica, what is something good that's happened to you this past week?
So this hasn't happened yet, but this upcoming week is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're especially thinking of our military moms, also mothers of the military, and moms to military children. So happy Mother's Day to you guys. Keep being awesome. And my mom and I actually, we do have plans for Mother's Day. It is going to be a little different than, how we've been celebrating in the past, but we do have a really nice bottle of wine. We're going to sit on the porch and just spend time with each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. What about you, Chelsea?
Awesome. Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm glad that you brought up Mother's Day because I completely kind of forgot about it. So thanks for the reminder. I need to put that on my to-do list. But for me, I, like everybody else, I'm pretty sure I've just finished Netflix. Like I've watched everything I possibly can. In fact, I've actually exhausted all possible media viewing options. So I've actually gotten back into reading again, and I've been really enjoying it. I used to typically listen to books on tape, so I actually forgot how enjoyable it was to spend a few hours with a physical book in your hand. So I really like doing that, and I'm really hoping that I'll actually continue, that this will become a habit when the world opens back up again.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually a really good habit that I should probably pick up, and everyone really. So
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Chelsea.
Absolutely.
But speaking of binge watching and Netflix, what have you been binge watching during quarantine?
Are you kidding me? Is there anything else besides Tiger King? I'm obsessed with it.
Gosh. Yeah, I knew that you were going to talk about Tiger King. We're obsessed with it. I love Tiger King, and we've talked about it a few times before, but let's just get right to it, Chelsea. Did Carol Baskin kill her husband?
Okay, so first of all, I want to preface my opinion by first saying that you know me very well by now. I am a huge advocate of animal rights. So while I like what Carol Baskins and others like her are doing for big cat rescuing and trying to prevent breeding and all that stuff, I like all that. That's great. That being said, she absolutely 100% did definitely kill her husband. In fact, I would be extremely surprised if sometime in the future we find out that she did not kill her husband. Like, it's that obvious.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think she killed him too. She totally whacked him.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, but okay, well, let me ask you this question though, Erica. What's crazier? Carol most likely getting away with murder, or Joe Exotic thinking that putting on an EMT jacket and offering his patrons a discount somehow takes away the horror of one of your tiger keepers getting their arm bitten off?
Well, that was insane.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I don't have that job. I like having, my parts together.
Yeah, limbs
My
are
limbs. But it's a pretty close one. I think I'll still have to say Carol Baskin getting away with murder is a lot crazier than, although Joe's crazy, but
I think Carol's crazier too. I agree. I mean, there's something in her eyes. Like there's something going on in that head. There's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But hey, you know what? At the very least, we all got some entertainment out of Joe Exotic, and probably best of all, though, we got so many good memes.
Yes, and we love memes, and we love Joe Exotic, and we love Tiger King. So here are some of our favorite memes.
All right, let's get down to it. All right, so this one is a picture of Carol Baskin, and then at the bottom you've got Dexter from that HBO show, Dexter, and it says, "Haha, the only way to get a tiger to eat someone is to cover them in sardine oil or something."
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
she said that.
Mm-hmm.
People don't forget.
Direct quote.
And then she wonders why everybody thinks that she's a murderer when she just basically gave a great way, apparently, to feed a person to a tiger. So now people have ideas.
Yeah, like wouldn't you know, Carol Baskin?
Oh, this is great.
This is one of my favorite ones. So the caption reads, FaceTiming my hairdresser to ask how I fixed the cut and color I gave myself, and then Joe Exotic's very famous mugshot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of mullets. I think they're kind of funny looking, but for sure, this one is it's pretty crazy.
It's everything. I'm a mullet hunter. You could call me like a mullet enthusiast. I love them. I seek them out. When I see them in public, I get really excited. And this is top tier. This is top mullet. I mean, with the bleaching, and it's fantastic. I love everything about it. Oh, yay, it's my favorite. Oh, that's another show that I love, The Mandalorian. Oh my gosh. And so in this one, we have Baby Yoda with a dropped jaw. And then the caption reads, Netflix, sit back while we blow your mind about these big cat owners. Me? Yeah, okay. Episode 1 starts, me every 15 seconds. Isn't that the truth? Oh my gosh. And I've rewatched it again. So I've seen it twice now all the way through. And I catch new things every single time. And it's jaw dropping. It literally is jaw dropping when you see some of this stuff.
Yeah, when first hearing about it, I didn't know what to expect, but honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell people how many times I watched it. So very addicting.
It is.
So this next one, it reads, how I'm going to come out of lockdown after gaining 25 pounds in gummy snacks. And then you have the red-haired guy from Tiger King. We're just going to call him Chucky because I don't remember his name. And he's on a jet ski. And I feel this one. I mean, I'm not a gummy snack kind of girl. I really like potato chips or like cookies and stuff like that. But totally relatable.
Oh, it is. And I was remembering too, that scene when he's on the jet ski in the show. How is that not the most random scene of all time? Why is he on a jet ski?
So
why
random.
are they filming this? But there were a lot of those moments on the show when you're like, why is that man completely shirtless the entire time for no reason? So it's just par for the course with Tiger King. Yes, this one is such truth. Okay, the real criminal is whoever's cutting hair in Winniewood. Hashtag Tiger King. And then we got three beautiful shots. 2 of them are Joe Exotic and one is Chucky. And I gotta be honest, I kind of think that the Chucky haired guy is worse.
Oh yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I mean,
Like-
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not like a big fan of like mullets, but I think Joe's mullet it just makes him who he is. You know?
Does, yeah. It's super distinctive. I wonder what he's doing in prison with his hair. He can't keep that bleaching up.
Oh my goodness, his hair is going to be looking worse than the haircut challenges we saw last week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
Well, this is great. Thanks for looking at these memes with me, Chelsea. And
Yeah.
we want to know what you guys are binge watching during quarantine. So let us know what you're watching. Use the hashtag #CoffeeCakeCamo. And who knows, we might just talk about your favorite show on the next episode. So now that we got all that hard-hitting journalism out of the way, let's just move on.
Alrighty, so last week concluded this year's Month of the Military Child, and we here at the USO were extremely saddened that we weren't able to truly celebrate military children like we usually do at our annual Spring Up for Military Kids event. So we're taking the time today to spotlight not just a military child, but a senior at Prince George High School in Prince George, Virginia. So joining us is our USO Fort Lee Center Director, the incomparable Kasinda Thomas, and her lovely daughter, Harmony Thomas.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Well, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us here today. We're so excited to talk to you.
So are we. So many of us know that being a military child isn't the easiest, which is why we celebrate military children as they sacrifice a lot too. So Harmony, can you tell us some of your favorite moments being a military child or how unique it is?
My favorite moments of being a military child is probably moving to different places and getting to go to different states. I've been to multiple different schools throughout my life, and I've met so many of my best friends during that time. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity because most kids my age don't get to go different places throughout their life, and they just stay in one place. So I'm really grateful for that.
I love that you can take something like that and see the positive. I think that a lot of people might find that to be a negative. And I love that you can see the perspective of that's actually a really good thing that you had this opportunity growing up to live different places and meet different people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All righty. So, as a senior at Prince George, when you heard that school was canceled for the rest of the year, what were some of your initial thoughts?
I was really excited at first because I realized I didn't have to go to school anymore or do any work. And then I realized I wouldn't be able to see any of my friends or my favorite teachers anymore. And I was really sad about upcoming events at school like prom, graduation. So I'm really sad that the school year ended the way it did. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it might be nice at first. You're like, yay, I don't have to go to school. And then you realize all the things that you're going to be missing out on. So our heart really does go out to you and all the other seniors that had to miss out.
Yeah. Kasinda, so as a parent, what were your first thoughts when you received the news that classes were canceled?
My first thought was that, okay, they're going to have to make these days up, because initially I thought maybe it'd just be a week or two. And I was trying to figure out how that would work with our summer schedule and upcoming events, getting her prepared to go off to college in the fall. But then I soon realized that the school was canceled for good for the remainder of the year. And that was the saddest part of all, is that she was going to miss out on a lot of the milestones that her brother, when he graduated in 2017, that he was able to partake in, that she's not going to be able to do.
Right.
It's awful. It's like you're missing out on so many rites of passages. So that is a shame, but hopefully we'll work through this. You know, it's necessary. I get it, but it's not fun. That's for sure. So how are you both carrying out the rest of the school year? Do you have any graduation plans?
For me, I'm preparing for my AP exams coming up in the next 2 weeks, and then a math exam coming up in June, and that'll be the last thing I have to do for my senior year. And then for graduation, my school is planning on doing a virtual graduation, and hopefully in the summer, August, they will do like an in-person graduation for like photo ops, stuff like that.
Wow, a virtual graduation. That'll be interesting to see how they pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they were planning on doing photos of the students and having them displayed across the screen and doing pre-recorded messages from the keynote speaker and the valedictorian, things of that nature.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully that goes well. So, Harmony, speaking of graduation, what are your plans for the fall?
This fall, I'm attending the University of North Texas, and I plan on majoring in journalism.
Oh, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Congratulations. So, yeah, congratulations, Harmony, on that. And, you know, us at the USO, we wish you the best of luck into this new chapter in your life. I'm sure you're super excited, and we're excited for you. And, you know, you're missing out on some like really cool things that you otherwise would be experiencing. But there are some positives that come out of this, and some staff and other like really awesome people in the community are trying to uplift you guys' spirits, like through the Adopt a Senior movement. So have you guys heard of the Adopt a Senior movement? And Harmony, have you been adopted by somebody?
Yes, my mom put me in a Facebook group, and I put all my pictures and information about me on there, and I was lucky enough to have my dance team coach adopt me.
Sweet.
And I also adopted a young lady in Harmony's graduating class who we've been picking out little gifts and trinkets and tokens to help her along her way as she got a full soccer scholarship to St. Andrews University.
Wow.
So we're excited to bless her with these gifts, just to give her well wishes, to boost her morale, and just let her know that we're caring for her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
Kasinda, I have one final question, and this is specifically for you. Now, Erica and I earlier were talking about the Tiger King, and you will not watch that show. You absolutely refuse, but you have a very good reason, and that is because you are a native of the great state of Oklahoma. And so my question to you is, can you tell us 2 great things about the state of Oklahoma so that maybe we aren't all focused on all that nasty tiger business?
How can I narrow it to just 2 great things? I mean,
You
the
give us more.
song itself is "The Wind Comes Sweeping Down the Plain," and it definitely does, because as opposed to Virginia, where there are trees everywhere you look, the great state of Oklahoma has hardly any trees where I'm from. So when you're giving directions, it makes it very easy to tell someone where they need to go. You just point way down there and you can show them. And of course, the other great thing is the University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. So yeah.
There we go.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice. And Harmony, good luck with your scholastic endeavors now and in the fall. You're going to kill it.
Well, thank you for having us. Have a great day. Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
You too. Bye. And if any listeners want to spotlight their high school senior, be sure to use the hashtag #CoffeeCakeCamo.
And though many of us in our community are missing big final moments in our lives like graduation, birthday celebrations, and retirement ceremonies, one lucky military pup did get his last hurrah. So after 6 years of service as a military working dog, Bob got his final send-off in a retirement ceremony at Naval Air Station Oceana. So at his retirement ceremony, Bob was awarded a Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, and service members lined up to salute Bob as he exited.
Aw, congratulations, Bob.
And Bob, who is a black lab, will be spending his days at home in Virginia Beach with his service member and family.
Bob, if you're listening, tell your humans that you'd like to spend your retirement as a part of our Canine Comfort Crew therapy dog team. It just makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. I mean, we here at the USO, we are huge dog lovers, and honestly, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, Bob, fair winds and following seas.
Alrighty, well, that is all the time that we have today on Coffee, Cake, and Camo. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Search for the handle at USOHRCV. Don't forget to share with us your binge-worthy TV shows or your high school senior spotlight by using the hashtag Coffee, Cake, Camo.
We also would like to give a final thank you to our awesome sponsors, Geico and USAA. Thank you so much for always supporting your local USO and military and their families. And one quick shout out, happy Mother's Day to all the awesome moms out there. You guys make the world go round, literally. And special shout out to, military moms, mothers of military kids, moms that are currently serving, and dog moms, you name it. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
So, once again, I'm Erica.
And I'm Chelsea.
And stay connected and classy, HRCV.